Yokoso, Japanese Quest to it. Welcome to Japanese Quest. Today the journey continues. Well, less of a journey, more of an experiment, I guess. Today I was thinking of doing an earlier stream. I was thinking of maybe not streaming at all because I have some stuff going on later today, but I was thinking it might be fun to try something different. So today, Junkcracker summoned a dragon. So thank you, Junkcracker, for summoning that dragon. Let's get some hype in the chat. 4 months. Sugoi. Arigato. Good to see you, Junkcracker. It's been too long. I heard you were you in the military recently? In Switzerland, was it? Sorry if I'm wrong. That's kind of what today is about. It's okay to be wrong. In a language, you'll often be wrong. I've kind of noticed this phenomenon of YouTube lists all over the place. Top 5, top 10, top 18. And they always act like it's like the definitive list. Like this is the list that is right. But my feeling is most of those lists are probably wrong. If I make a list, it'll probably be wrong. If in chat we make a list, it'll definitely be wrong. So today we're going to make some top 5 lists that will probably be wrong. It's an experiment. Don't know if this will work. By the way, anyone joining, I'm a Japanese teacher. Normally we learn Japanese from Japanese games. Today it's an experiment. It might not work at all. If it doesn't work, that's fine. Anyone who hasn't joined us before, just a bit of a primer on Japanese Quest. All these words below we've learned from Japanese games, so they'll be showing throughout some of the stream. But today, the main focus is to make top 5 lists together in chat. Everyone can help over here by sharing your opinions, which are both completely right, but I don't know. Overall, we probably won't be completely right. So yeah, not clickbait. So let's see. So 2 weeks of military for Junkcracker, congratulations. And then Mizu Hirono, welcome. Nice to meet you. Tier ranking, we'll try. Subjective list, yeah, more or less, yeah. Subjective, so probably wrong. The focus, I guess, is in a language learning. Being wrong is kind of good. You can learn from making mistakes, so we'll be doing that today. By the way, if people are just joining, this power level down here is how many words we've learned so far on Japanese Quest. Who knows? Maybe we could even learn a word today. I don't know. Anyway, first list. What should we do? Let's think. Let's make a top 5. I was thinking, I do have my game list here. Let's see. These are all the games I have on Switch. I was thinking that could be a good first one. So this one might be by me, since people might not be here quite yet. But let's look at my game feed. So let's look at all my games. I'll pick my top 5 games that I own on Switch. That's the first top 5. So most YouTube videos, it's just like one top 5 or one top 8. Today will be lots of top 5. We're going to try for at least 10 top 5. And so for that purpose, let me show what we did. I have this top 5 template on Google Presentation. And each one, I have 10 of these that are all the same. We'll just fill them in for different topics. You can suggest different topics. All right. Looks good. Junkcracker, top 5 things never to do in Japan. That could be a good suggestion. We'll see where we get to. Okay, so the first one I'll put top 5 something. This is just the template. Top 5 something, probably wrong. 1 something, 2 something else, 3 another thing, 4 and another, 5 the last thing we can all agree on. This one is the final one, so it's got to be good to hook people at the end to get that like on YouTube. We can all make a different YouTube video for each one of these, theoretically. And then 5 if we need a bonus thing. Okay, so first top 5. Top 5 Switch games I own. So that's for me, Akira Sensei, a Japanese teacher. We've been learning through these games. So I'll factor in a bit Japanese learning, but in general, just which I think are the best games. So let's look at this list a bit. We can get some suggestions from chat too, but this one will be mostly me. So let's look at these games here. We can first look at the ones played most recently. So you're playing recently the Seiken Densetsu Collection. We're playing the first game. It's the Secret of Mana series. I don't think I'd put that in my top 5. I've got the Tetris, Puyo Puyo Tetris demo I've played a lot. In terms of playtime, let's just put these in terms of playtime. Give me a sense of which ones I probably liked the most. So let's do... So right now you can see up here in the corner, let me point up there. Up here, it says Saikin recently, Saikin Asonda Jun. So right now they're in the order of played recently. Let's change that. Jun just means order, Asonda means played. So recently played, let's change that to Nagaku. So Nagai means long, so the longest played. Okay, so now longest played. Number 1 is Zelda, so I'm thinking Zelda has to be number 1. So that's got to be number 1, I'm thinking. So number 2, honestly, in terms of how good I think the game is, I'm probably going Mario Odyssey. And then, a bit of my Japanese bias, I'm probably going Raging Loop for number 3. And I know I've said number 1 for that before, but it's basically a book, so I feel like it's hardly even a game, so I'm going to go that. Yeah, Octopath Traveler I've played a lot, but I haven't mentioned it that much because I liked it, but I don't know if I want to play it again, so I feel like the replay value for me isn't there as much. Let's see. For me, what am I going to do for number 4? Any suggestions for number 4? Because I'm not sure on number 4. Let's see. I did enjoy Celeste. We just finished that. Shovel Knight? I did like that. I did like Shovel Knight. Of all these games, though. Ooh, I have to put Mario Kart 8 because I have played that a lot, but that was actually mostly on Wii U when I played that. But I think I will put Mario Kart 8 on there. And then I think we started this whole thing with Xenoblade 2, so I have to put Xenoblade 2. So that could be my top 5. And then bonus, I actually think for bonus I might go Celeste, because that was a really fun game. A bit shorter of a game, but still a really fun game. So let's finish our top 5 list then. Let's see if we can remember what they were. And other suggestions for the next top 5 list, you can now make those in chat. I'm not sure if I'll see all the comments. You might have to keep saying it. All right, let's see if I can update this for the first one here. So top 5 Switch games I own, probably wrong. I'm going to make this short for now. So BOTW, Breath of the Wild. Number 2, Mario Odyssey. Don't know how to spell Odyssey. Hopefully that's right. Number 3, I believe, was Raging Loop. That's probably in Japanese, but I'll just put it in English. It's a novelized game. Very good, in my opinion. It's about time loops and saving the world and werewolves. The werewolf game. If you know the game Mafia, it's like that game, but with wolves, and it's real. Yeah. So, Ms. Man, the Frying Pea. Actually, I was going to want to do that. That one that you said, the meta one, top 5 list, I was thinking that too. I want to do that. We will do that one. Now that you mentioned it, we'll definitely do it. I was thinking that myself. So, Raging Loop 3. I'm going to go for, what was my 4? Mario Kart 8. And then we had Xenoblade 2. Then I will go Celeste. And the ones we played on Japanese Quest were this one, number 1, number 2, not yet number 3, we will probably play it. Not yet number 4. Maybe we'll play it as like a side quest. It's not really so much Japanese there. We started with 5, and we did play Celeste as well on Japanese Quest. Learning together. Cool, let's go to our next top 5. But first, let's maybe do a full screen on this. full screen here. So top 5 Japanese words, what do you think? Any opinions in chat? Again, this is probably wrong, does not have to be right. Quick, what's the word for the most difficult kanji? One that people often say is this kanji. Let's see if I can write it here. This one. That kanji there is utsu, depression. Okay, we'll start with that. Again, this is probably wrong, but we're doing our best with what we have. It's okay to be wrong in Japanese, and it's fun to be wrong. That's kind of the point here. So there we go. Nice, it's so big you can actually read it. So number 1, utsu. Okay, next, we got number 1. What is number 2 for top 5 Japanese words? Probably wrong. We have 6, so even the number of numbers is wrong. Top 5 Japanese words. I'll try to think of one myself too. Let's see. What is one of my top 5 words? It's kind of hard to say, like, what is a top 5 word? It's kind of a weird question, but it's kind of fun because someone watching might learn a new word. Maybe I'll put the meaning too, if we can fit it. Okay, we're getting some other suggestions here. I like Greg's suggestion because I've heard that one before. Vending machine, Jido Hanbaiki. Let's put that. So that would be number 2. It's the second one I saw. Okay. Not sure if I want the meaning actually for the top 5 Japanese words. I kind of just like it hanging there for now. We can maybe just put the reading. Because that won't fit anyway. Oh no, it auto did it. So some other suggestions. We have some from Junkcracker. Those are some intense words. I could see maybe doing the first one. Anyone else have any suggestions? So we want to try to get a variety of opinions here. Okay. So we have utsu and Jido Hanbaiki, which means depression and vending machine. If you break it down, Jido means automatic, Hanbai means to sell, and then Ki means machine. So automatic selling machine. Yeah, that's a kind of cool sounding one too, Junkcracker. I'll take that over your other suggestion. And I like Greg's suggestion too, Yatta for hooray. That's one you've probably heard a lot too. Yeah, that could be an interesting one too from Miesman. Hatachi, because I keep confusing it with, yeah, the word for 20. Why don't we go with a Junkcracker suggestion? This is also a word we saw in our most recent game. It's one of the stats in that game for like intelligence. It means clever. Kashikoi. Okay, looks good. I don't like how this is a different parentheses. There we go. Okay, some good suggestions. Yeah, it's a cool word. These are all interesting words so far. Why don't we go with Mizman's suggestion for Hatachi? Which means 20. This is kind of a cool exception for saying that word. And it looks like it can be written without the sai kanji or with it. Okay. And I didn't think of my word yet. Why don't I do one that's my favorite word, or maybe that could be the sixth one? Any other suggestions? Let's see. Again, top five Japanese words probably wrong. So far we have utsu, depression, jido hanbaiki, vending machine, kashikoi, clever, hatachi, 20 years old. And then I'm kind of just more thinking of like ideas, I think, than words. So it's probably not the right concept, but I'll put one that I'm thinking. Oh no, am I writing that wrong? I'm not even writing the word right that I'm trying to write. I'm failing greatly. Bear with me. I'm trying to write the word for flame, and I think I just wrote it wrong for some reason. See, I am a Japanese teacher. I don't often write the word for flame, and it's outing myself as this is not truly my favorite word. It's because I was writing "oo" instead of "o" at the end. Right, Junkcracker. Thank you for correcting that. I kind of default to ending words in "oo" because it usually is, but this one, hono, flame. But see again, probably wrong. We can learn from that. Those will get you. I'm more picking it probably because of the kanji. Two fires stacked on top of each other is a cool image for flames. So it's two fire together, flame, hono, or hono. And for the last one, why don't we do... We finished our list, so why don't we do the one that Greg said before? Yatta, which just means like yay, we're done with the list. So again, if you didn't get your word, don't worry. This list is probably wrong, but let's go to the full list now. Yeah. Butt sauce surprise, I agree. That is a good kanji too. But let's go quick to our full list here. The other view. So top five English words. Everyone watching probably knows some English. Oh no, so yeah, I think I didn't have the mic on the full view. Yeah, that's a problem. Um, I need yeah, I didn't fully properly design that. Let's get my mic on there. So which one of these outputs is my mic anyway? So let's do top 5 English words. Let's see if I can copy and paste this. Okay, is audio working now on this one? Let's hope so. I think it might be. Okay, let's go back. Is the audio working now? On the full view? Because I just made this view today for this purpose. We have audio here now? I think we do. Good. Cool. Sorry about that before. Maybe since I messed it up before, let's do the full view and I'll just announce all of our lists so far and onto our new one. Okay. This one's for YouTube if we ever do a YouTube. So top 5 Switch games I own, probably wrong. Number 1, Breath of the Wild. Number 2, Mario Odyssey. Number 3, Raging Loop. That's a Japanese game, a novel game. Number 4, Mario Kart 8. Number 5, Xenoblade 2. Number 6, Celeste. And if you look at that, the only 2 we haven't played so far in Japanese Quest are Raging Loop and Mario Kart 8. We may play those later. Learn some Japanese from those games. So our next list today that we've made, top 5 Japanese words, again, probably wrong. Number 1, utsu, depression. Number 2, Jido Hanbaiki, which is a vending machine in English. Number 3, kashikoi, clever. Number 4, hatachi, which means 20 years old. Number 5, hono, flame. And number 6, yatta, yay. So we are ready for the next list. Top 5 English words, again, probably wrong. Let's go back to our proper cam here. You need to put definitely 100% accurate. This will probably get views on YouTube with probably wrong in there. This will never get views on YouTube with probably wrong. I'm fine with that. That's the reason we're doing it, though. I think all those lists on YouTube are probably wrong in some way. They act as if they're correct, but I'm fine with probably wrong. For this one, though, we could change it to 100% accurate. 100% accurate. This one's for English. Since we all probably know English, this one can be 100% accurate. Okay? Okay, so this time, English words, chat, which are the words that are the best words in English? This one is 100% accurate, so only do words if you are sure about this. So that word, is that an English word? Because that's like German, right? I'm going to look it up. Is that an English word? Yeah, I think it is. Okay. So yeah, it's a German word, but it also seems like it's been borrowed by English. Let's go with it. First suggestion we got. We need other suggestions. Again, this is 100% accurate, but I'd say that is a good word. And I'm looking at the definition on my other screen. Pleasure derived by someone from another person's misfortune. Cool. So supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I did not want to write that, but you might be right about that. Any other suggestions for best words? Top 5 English words. 100% correct. Yeah, I don't know if I can write that. So I'm getting a suggestion for the word like. Yeah, that's a good word. Let's go with like. I'm gonna go with a word. First thing that comes to my mind at this moment, go. Okay, first word that came to my mind at that moment was frog, so I'm gonna go with frog. Okay, anyone else? Try that same strategy and tell me what word comes to you and then write that. So just go, what word comes to you in this moment now? Write down. That will be the next word. Gizmo. We're going with gizmo. Okay. So we have sloppy from Junkcracker. And we have chomp. So this is just subconscious. The power of our subconscious here on Twitch. It's the aggregate power of the subconscious on Japanese Quest. So here we go. Top 5 words in English. Let's do it. So here are the top 5 English words, 100% accurate. Number 1. I'm not even sure I can pronounce that, but you can see it. Schadenfreude? I don't say that word really. But anyway, that's the top 1 word in English. Number 2, like. Honestly, it's a very useful word in Japanese as well. You can get a lot of mileage off a word, simple word like that. In Japanese, ski. You can have a long conversation just talking about what you like. Number 3, frog. Number 4, gizmo. Number 5, sloppy. Number 6, chomp. Remember, this is 100% accurate, the top 5 English words. Okay, let's continue. So next. So what should our next top 5 be? This one, let's do about video games again. Top 5 video games. Wait a minute. We need to go to our next list, though. I need to undo what I just did. So we did now Switch games I own. We did Japanese words. We did English words. And now we have top 5 video games all time. Let's go back to something about video games. Cool, Junkcracker. See you later. Good to see you. Top 5 video games all time. Probably wrong. Okay, this one's important because Twitch is all about video games. Let's get our top 5 video games all time. And it's not just for me, this can all be kind of for everyone. Unboxed, I like your suggestion of Buffalo. Buffalo, Buffalo, Buffalo. Buffalo, 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 Buffalo. The sentence that can go on forever. Yeah, I kind of wish we had that word in there now, but we finished our top 5. We can't go back now because it was 100% accurate. So let's think about top 5 games all time. Okay, let's go. I'll go top 5. Top that comes into my mind, Toe Jam and Earl. So that's going to be number 1 because that comes to mind. So other top 5 games of all time. And I'll like, let's not do parody things, like things that you really think for you somewhere in your history were one of your top games. For me, for Genesis, this was one of my top games. So I'm completely serious there. So let's pick games that are one of your top games, not parody. Like for real, one of your top games. This is for real. Like it's nostalgic, but it's one of my top 5 nostalgic games. So Warcraft 3, let's go with that because I feel like Unboxious, I can feel that you are serious there. Warcraft 3. All right, what else? Breath of the Wild. I feel like that is a serious pick here. Let's go with Breath of the Wild. Again, I'm not going to pick everything maybe. This is probably wrong, so don't worry. So what else do we have? Ace Attorney series. Let's go with Ace Attorney series then. We may play that later in Japanese Quest as well, so that's a good suggestion. So Ace Attorney series. Let's see. So Greg 2B Pro, what is that? Icarus Joust? I'm not even familiar with that game, which is part of why I didn't write it. I don't totally know what you're talking about. What is that game? Is that 2 different games? Or that's probably one game, right? So Curious is saying Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Exploration Team, Time Darkness Sky. I'm not totally sure what's happening on with that game either. I haven't played that game, so I'm not sure what's happening with the title. Is that three different games that are in the same series? What should I write for a game like that? Keep in mind we have to keep this somewhat short, so things that are writable. Again, this is probably wrong, so don't worry if you don't have your game. So we have number 1, Toe Jab and Earl. Number 2, Warcraft 3. Number 3, Breath of the Wild. Number 4, Ace Attorney series. Pokemon Red Blue. That's an option as well. How about we just write every Pokemon game or how many Pokemon games are good? Every Pokemon game involving okay. Every Pokemon involving something. Is there any good word I could put there? But could I so there are some bad Pokemon games involving blank. Can we fill in that blank to make Pokemon games that are good? So Yakuza 0 got me into Japanese. Ooh, I think that's good enough to put it for number 6. Let's put Yakuza 0. It's kind of funny putting that also after Pokemon. Every Pokemon involving catching. Every Pokemon involving mystery dungeons. Can we say that? I want to do something that fits with the font. Every Pokemon... Something Pokemon related we could do. Every Pokemon involving mysteries and or dungeons. Does that work? Okay, that sounds like that's good. Okay, here we go. So let's look at our list. We are finished. Let's go to the full list. So here we go. YouTube, Twitch, the world. Welcome to the list. Top 5 video games all time. Probably wrong, but possibly 100% accurate. Number 1, Toe Jam and Earl. Number 2, Warcraft 3. Number 3, Breath of the Wild. Number 4, Ace Attorney series, which we may be playing on Japanese Quest, by the way, learning from the Japanese version. 5, every Pokemon involving mysteries and or dungeons. I think we don't need the slash where the slash is. Let me fix that. The slash would go between and or. Okay, so again, every Pokemon involving mysteries and or dungeons. And then 6, Yakuza 0. Okay, let's move on to the next list. We are on top 5 list number 5 today. So let's think, what should our top 5 list be next? Any suggestions? What do you think we should do for a top 5 this time? Maybe something again related to Japan? Top 5. Let's think. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. That's a good suggestion. Let's do top 5 Japanese foods. Probably wrong. Number 1, I'm going to go the first one right here. I'm going to do mine. Sukiyaki. Sukiyaki is really good. It's like a stew kind of in a bowl, but it's also sweet and it's It's hard to explain, but my host mom made it when I lived in Japan. I loved it. Sukiyaki. Any other suggestions? We see sushi. Let's go with sushi. We can keep it in English, I suppose. But Greg there, you can see in chat, wrote it in Japanese. So what else? Any other suggestions in chat? Top 5 Japanese foods. Probably wrong, but maybe completely right, because these foods are going to be good regardless. But yeah, I love sushi in Japan more than I do living in the US where I am now. It's cheaper for one thing. Well, let's go with curry. I'm going to go with curry. So you also mentioned udon. I had udon all the time when I was in Japan, mostly at train stations. But I kind of had so much of it, I got tired of it, so I'm not going to put udon. I hope you don't mind. Scan Light Yumi Yokoso. Japanese Quest to it. Welcome to Japanese Quest. Today we're making more top 5 Japanese foods. If you have a suggestion, now is the time to see the top 5 Japanese foods. It might be wrong. It's probably wrong, but it might be 100% right. I think I'll add another of my own if no one else adds one. So we have, I'm going to add ramen. We got to go ramen. Japanese ramen is too awesome to not put there. So these are some of my go-to right here. I'd say the only other things that I'm thinking of are okonomiyaki. I love that, like the Japanese style kind of gourmet, like a rich pancake. I see gyoza, good suggestion. Takoyaki, good suggestion. Mochi, the kind of rice paste, also a good suggestion. I think I will go. Ooh, I see onigiri. Again, my biases are kind of pushing this, so I do apologize, but that's kind of what this is right now. Onigiri I would get all the time from kimbiris in Japan, so I will put onigiri, the rice ball that you get. It's often covered with nori, seaweed. And a big popular one, though, that's often at festivals, even though I don't like it. Greg said this one, takoyaki. I actually think I do for this one want another one, because I think gyoza for Blackbird Reynolds is also a good suggestion. So let's put that too. We need more. We need to go a bit longer with the Japanese foods. Okay, I think we're good. Let's go to our big list. So this one's for YouTube. Let's look at the top 5. Top 5 Japanese foods, probably wrong, but possibly 100% right. Let's first change the formatting a bit so we all fit on here. Okay. Top 5 Japanese foods, probably wrong. Number 1, sukiyaki. Number 2, sushi. Number 3, curry. Number 4, ramen. Number 5, onigiri. Number 6, takoyaki. Number 7, gyoza. Okay, that one I actually think is fairly right. There are other good ones that I would maybe add myself, like okonomiyaki. Or no, that might be good for now. Okay, let's go back. So the next one, let's keep it going. Slig Storm, konnichiwa. Today we're doing something a bit different. We're making top 5 lists that are 100% accurate. Let's go to our next one. So we've done 5 so far. Top 5 Switch games I own. Top 5 Japanese words. Top 5 English words. Top 5 video games all time. Top 5 Japanese foods. And now we're on to number 6. What should our list be now? So top 5 something. Let's think of what should our top 5 list be here. Top 5 idioms? Would that be English idioms? I feel like idioms might be a bit too out there. I kind of want to pick something very strange for a top 5 list, like something that's never been a top 5 list before. Idioms might actually be something that you haven't seen a top 5 list, but I want something even kind of weirder. So this is kind of me just being odd. So top 5, something odd. Top 5 something. Top 5 something. Top 5 some odd category. What's an odd category we could do? Top 5 Japanese fonts. That's so odd that I don't know anyone could answer it. I want like something odd, but something everyone would have an opinion on. Top 5. Let's some kind of object. Top 5 objects. Roughly the size of your head. Let's say that. Top 5 objects roughly the size of a human head. Okay? So a little bit strange. And I have no idea what this will even bring about. So top 5 objects roughly the size of a human head. Does shape matter or just general volume? The general volume, let's say. So the top 5 objects roughly the size of a human head. Okay, I'm going to go number 1. Human head. That's number 1. Number 2, watermelon. I think that's a solid answer. That's a solid answer. Yep, in Japanese, suika. We'll keep it in English. This is just kind of an English thing, but if we have comments saying it in Japanese, that's actually really good. So human head would be atama. Human head, watermelon. So top 5 things roughly the size of a human head. What else would there be? I'm going to go loaf of bread. Does anyone back me up on that? Ooh, I like that. Small dog. I think small dog is a solid answer. I think we gotta go cat. Let's do that, the bonus one. We gotta go cat. And I think pumpkin is also solid for an answer. I think we're done. Because this is kind of just intuitive. Okay, I like this list. This is very odd, but this could be a weird YouTube video. Is it for our channel? I don't know, but it's for some channel. The list is not necessarily in order, but let's go here. Let's look at our the full list here. This one's for YouTube. If we ever edit this into a YouTube video, this is very important. So everyone, let's hear the top 5 objects roughly the size of a human head. Probably wrong, but maybe this might be the definitive list. Number 1, human head. Number 2, watermelon. Number 3, loaf of bread. Number 4, small dog. Number 5, pumpkin. Number 6, cat. Okay? And just for fun, let's look at the Japanese word for each. Let's undo what I just did there. We might as well add some Japanese. Atama, head. Suika, watermelon. Usually it's in katakana like that. Loaf of bread. Let's just put pan, bread. To be honest, I'm not totally sure the word for loaf in Japanese, so bear with me. Let's just put inu, dog. Could do ko-inu, like a small dog or like a puppy. Let's do kabocha. I believe kabocha is pumpkin. My parentheses. Let's do top 5 parenthesis types because they keep giving me weird ones. Okay, and cat. Nickel. Okay, top 5. Objects roughly the size of a human head. Atama, head, human head. Number 2, watermelon, suika. Number 3, loaf of bread, pan. Number 4, small dog, koinu. Number 5, pumpkin, kabocha. Number 6, neko, cat. Okay, next one on our list. Let's think of a new top 5. We have a more. Let's try to do 3 more top 5s today. 1, 2, yeah, maybe 3 more, maybe just 2 more. We'll see. We'll see what we have time for. We've so far done 6. Let's go to number 7. Okay, what is the list this time? Top 5 something. Kind of like that strange list. Is there any other strange category we could do? I kind of like making strange categories. Top 5. This is important work we're doing. This is work kind of below the tip of the iceberg. This is deeper into the human subconscious. Maybe not so much related to Japanese for all of these, but we're getting a bit weird. This is getting a bit weird. Yeah, maybe let's get a bit not so weird. Let's do Japanese cities. And again, this is wrong to visit. This is good to get suggestions to visit, though. We can talk a bit about cities we visited. So let's go this. Top 5 Japanese cities to visit. Top 5 dialects. That could be cool, too. We could consider that one for later. All right. Top 5 Japanese cities to visit. Okay, where I lived in Japan was Yamaguchi Prefecture. I will not put that as a top 5 city to visit because I don't really feel like it was, even though it was a cool place to live. But yeah, top 5 cities to visit. I think we can't start with Tokyo. I feel like it's a bit lame to start with Tokyo. But yeah, we can put that on here for sure. I'm gonna start with something that's personal, where I went recently, because I just liked it. I'm gonna go with Aomori. In the north of Japan, but I really enjoyed it. Specifically near Aomori was a place called, what was it called? It was like a mountain stream. Oirase Keiru. It was called Oirase Mountain Stream, and it was like the coolest hike I've ever done. Let me show you why. So the reason I'm putting Aomori here, let me go and quick search it out here. Let me do my browser feed here. Okay, so let's search for Oirase. So Oirase Stream, Japan, near Aomori. And just look at the images. So as you do this walk, you see these, it's waterfalls and waterfalls and rapids, and there's moss everywhere, as you can see. It's basically the coolest hike I've done in my life. I think it was around, I don't know, 6 miles along this mountain stream. And it was just amazing. So my top thing that I'll put is Aomori. You can take a free train from there if you have the rail pass. Scratch that, it's free bus if you have the JR rail pass. And this, to me, if you like hiking at all, was the coolest hike I've done in my life, or at least top 5, I could say. Speaking of top 5, we can maybe do that top 5 hikes later. So that's where I'm going with that one. So let's go back to our top 5. Let me go back to our top 5 list. So Aomori. Okay, so other suggestions. Let's see. I saw a good suggestion. Also a very good suggestion. Yeah, also famous for its delicious apples. True. Thanks for saying that. So let's go next with Kyoto. Kind of a no-brainer to go in Japan, but a very good suggestion all the same. I did a homestay there for 1 month. I loved living there for that 1 month. And So many beautiful things to do there, just walking around, whether you're seeing temples and shrines. Um, so many things to do in Kyoto. And any other suggestions? If someone has like a good reason for, if you write the word plus a reason, then I think we can write it. But try to write a reason too, because I don't always know how to promote it myself. Because I have a kind of a reason for both of these. So Kyoto, yeah, certainly traditions, the traditional, the cultural capital of Japan. It's a very good suggestion. So anyone else for top 5 cities in Japan to visit? If any Japanese people are watching, you can suggest where you live. So any other suggestions? I see Okinawa. Is Okinawa a city? I don't even know if it's a city. I know it's the region, the island region. But yeah, I don't think that's a city. I've never been to Okinawa. I would like to go. Let me think. I might add another one of my own suggestion. Hiroshima, I think, is a really cool place to visit. There's a lot of culture to see there. The Miyajima Shrine is one of the coolest shrines to see in Japan. Let's look that one up quickly to see what I'm telling you about. So it's this really cool giant gate in the water. In my opinion, of all the things in Japan, this might be the most must see of a single thing. So this is near Hiroshima, and highly recommend going here if you ever get a chance. When the tide is out, you can walk right up to it and touch it. You can feel the barnacles next to it. It's just really cool. Also, of course, the Atomic Bomb Museum in Hiroshima is very cool to see. I like all the deer here as well. And just walking around this island too, where the shrine is also very, very cool. You see this map here in Miyajima. Tons of cool places and awesome hikes here as well. Anything in Shikoku to see? Yeah, there's lots to see in Shikoku. I've never been there though, so I don't know everything so well myself. So let's go back to our list. So again, these are a bit biased by me, places I've been. But if there are more suggestions with a reason, we can add more. Osaka for food? Yeah, I think we can go with Osaka. I think that's a cool place to visit. I haven't been there so much myself, but they certainly have tons of great food. Someone did say Tokyo. Obviously, for food, that can be great as well. So why don't we just put that? Because someone did write that. Kind of another no-brainer. Everyone probably goes through Tokyo if nothing else. Let's get another suggestion for number 5 that maybe people won't know about. So one more suggestion. So maybe not as well known. Let's think. So someone said Shikoku. We could do some research here. Let's go back. We can type in Shikoku. Maybe let's find one, because we're not getting any suggestions. Let's find one. Kobe, good suggestion. Definitely a good suggestion. But let's find a city that's maybe even more not as well known. I'm kind of feeling like something in Shikoku could be interesting. Okay, so let's think. So I've never been to Shikoku, but I would like to go. I feel like let's type in Takamatsu. I feel like one of the Murakami books took place in this city, I want to say. So I had kind of a curiosity about it because of that. And just looking at Takamatsu here, I kind of want to go there, I'll be honest. That looks good. Yup. Udon, the key to Shikoku. I'm thinking let's go as a Japanese Quest group. Let's go to Takamatsu. I'm liking it. Let's all go here someday and have Japanese Quest on this bridge. How about we can make a top 5 things on this bridge? Yeah, let's go with Takamatsu. Okay, we've got our list. Top 5 cities to visit in Japan. Let's go to our full view. So, top 5 cities to visit in Japan. Probably wrong, but maybe right. These might, in fact, be the best cities. The fact is, any city in Japan, in my experience, is good to visit. Sometimes the less well known, the better. But here we go. Number 1, Aomori. Number 2, Kyoto. Number 3, Hiroshima. Number 4, Osaka. Number 5, Takamatsu in Shikoku. Number 6, Tokyo. Okay, nicely done. Let's go to our next top 5 list. So far, let's review our top 5s. We have top 5 Switch games I own. Number 1 was Breath of the Wild. Top 5 Japanese words. Number 1 was the most intense kanji there, utsu. Number 5, top 5 English words. Number 1, Schadenfreude. Not sure if I pronounced that right. I apologize, German people. Top 5 video games all time. Number 1 was Toe Jam and Earl. Top 5 Japanese foods. Number 1 was sukiyaki. Top 5 objects roughly the size of a human head. Number 1 was a human head. And then we had top 5 Japanese cities to visit. Number 1, Aomori. So let's go to top 5 something else. What should our top 5 be this time? This is the 8th top 5 we've done. We're trying to get up to 10. Ooh, Blessed Wolf, good suggestion. Yeah. Fukuoka is a great place to visit too. Hakata City, very good place to visit. Kobe also was suggested, good place to visit. So our next top 5, what should it be? Yeah, someone said Japanese dialect. Let's do that. I don't even know if I know 5 Japanese dialects, so we can just do whatever we... So top 5 Japanese dialects. It's a good suggestion. Okay. Top 5 Japanese dialects, probably wrong. Number 1. I'm going to go with Yamaguchi dialect. Because that's where I lived. Let me just quick Google that to see if there's anything about that anywhere. So other people in chat, feel free to write what you think is the best dialect. We can add that as well. So let's see. All right, so let's go here. So I lived in Yamaguchi for 2 years. The one thing I'm worried about was that the dialect I'm thinking of was actually even more specific, like Ube dialect, which is a city in Yamaguchi. Yeah, since I'm not even seeing anything online, not totally sure I want to go with this one. Other suggestions? Yeah, Kansai dialect is the obvious one. Oh, did my audio go out? Hmm. Don't know why. We might need to put these in Japanese too. So Ben is dialect. Like this. Ube Ben. And the thing I'm thinking of is that I liked with Ube dialect was just like one thing that I have in mind. Huh. Not really seeing it though, so maybe I'll delete that one. We can start with the one that everyone knows. What I was thinking of was buchi to mean very. Believe in Ube dialect, like buchi samui means like very cold. But I didn't see much about it, so maybe let's not go there. Kansai Ben. So we have Kansai dialect. So what else? So Hokkaido dialect is pretty good. Pretty cool. What exactly is Hokkaido dialect? Let's look at Hokkaido dialect. So Tofugu has a thing on it. Wikipedia has something in it. There's various dialects, it looks like. Interesting. They have a different word for getting cold, which might make sense. Since you get cold there. Interesting. Shiboraru, to freeze. Normally that means to be like to be bound. Instead of desho, they have sho. Anyway, I'm on board. We can look more into it later, but let's put Hokkaido dialect. So we'll start with the one that everyone knows, and we will update it with Hokkaido in this case. So Hokkaido Ben. Okay, Okinawa. I'm gonna buy it. I don't know much about it. But again, this list is probably wrong, even though you are probably right. Okay. So we have Hokkaido Ben, Okinawa Ben. I'm gonna add a Hiroshima Ben, because I think that one is pretty cool. I don't remember much about it, but I'm gonna put it anyway. We might have to do more research on this later. Any other suggestions for top 5 Japanese dialects? Standard. Let's put standard for 6. Or maybe strandard. There must be one other cool dialect we're forgetting, though. Let's cheat maybe and look at top Japanese dialects. They must have made a list somewhere. We can steal from another list. Top 7 Japanese dialects you ought to know. Let's just look at related searches. So there's Kanto dialect. That's the kind of standard, right? Kansai dialect, which is more the central region, or more the region near Osaka, Kyoto. Kagoshima dialect. So why are we making top 5 lists? Because we're doing a short stream today, and why not? Because I think it's funny to do top 5 lists. Normally top 5 lists act like they're definitive, always correct. Instead of that, we're doing a whole bunch of different, probably wrong top 5 lists just for fun. So let's go with Kagoshima dialect. What do we have here? So what are some of the features? Looks complicated. That seems good. So it looks like there's some phonetic differences. Does Aomori have a dialect? I do not know. Probably. The only dialects that I'm really familiar with are Standard and Kansai, personally, and a bit where I lived. So again, these lists are wrong, so it doesn't really matter what we do. Let's go back to our list here. Kagoshima. It's another place I want to travel, so I'm going to go with Kagoshima dialect. Again, probably wrong, possibly correct. Let's go back to our full screen here. So top 5 Japanese dialects. Let's see what they are. Top 5 Japanese dialects. Probably wrong. Number 1, Kansai dialect. Ben means dialect. Number 2, Hokkaido Ben. Number 3, Okinawa Ben. Number 4, Hiroshima Ben. Number 5, Kagoshima Ben. Number 6, Standard. Why do we put Standard for number 6? Because we kind of ran out of dialects, because in chat today we didn't know that many dialects. So Standard, good first one to learn. Okay, so let's go to, let's do one more list. This will be the 9th list we make. I think I've been streaming longer than I expected today. These lists went a bit slower than I expected. So let's do one more. This will be the 9th list we make. So why don't we do the suggestion from earlier, top 5 lists. So what are the top 5 lists? So this is the last one. Top 5 lists. And you are right, we might have enough. This might be enough forever. So top 5 lists. What are the top 5 lists? That is the question. For this one, we might need to check. We might need to Google it. So let's Google it. Top 5 list. So top 5 list, there's a website for it. So top 5 lists. Let's see. None of these lists seem that good to me. So top 5 anime. Is that one of the top 5 lists? Not even sure what this really means to do top 5 lists, but this could be ideas for next time, I suppose. The next time we make one of these lists. So top 5 anime. Okay. So what other top 5 lists? Top 5 anime. Top 5 reasons you need to see top 5. Top 5 reasons you need to see top 5. Okay. So that's number 2. Top 5 anime. Top 5 reasons you need to see top 5. This is getting fairly meta. Let's see. What other top 5 lists are in the top 5? Top 5 something. Top 5 cat names. I'm going to go with that. This can give us ideas for next time if we ever do this again. But I'm thinking we may never do this again. We'll see. Top 5, 5 first letters. Top 5 Twitch streams. Yeah, we can do that. Okay, we're getting there. So top 5 cat names, top 5 Twitch streams, top 5 watermelon, top 5 things inside a watermelon. Okay. Top 5 things inside a watermelon. So that's 1. We need 1 more for bonus. Top 5 what? Top 5 things not to do at a stoplight. That sounds good. Things not to do at a stoplight. Okay, I think we're good. This is the last list today. We've probably done enough. We've done 9. Let's look at the full view. This one, if we ever post it on YouTube, the full view we can use here. So top 5 lists. Again, this is probably wrong, but it could be 100% right. Number 1, top 5 anime. Number 2, top 5 reasons you need to see top 5. I think that's on BuzzFeed somewhere. Top 3, top 5 cat names. This is like a tongue twister. I can't even say this. Top 5 cat names. Number 4, top 5 Twitch streams. One of them being Japanese Quest, of course. Number 5, top 5 things inside a watermelon. By the way, that one probably is similar to our list we made before. Our list for top 5 things roughly the size of a human head. So the 5 things that could be inside a watermelon are this list we made before. Top 5 objects roughly the size of a human head. So all these could be inside the melon. A human head, a loaf of bread, a small dog, pumpkin, a cat. That just got dark, but anyway, that's what we're working with here today. So we were on top 5 things inside a watermelon, and then 6, top 5 things not to do at a stoplight. Looks good. Let's go back to the full view where we were on. So Ms. Man says the top 5 list is in my top 10. For sure. Yatta, we're inside the top 10. Nicely done. I don't know. I want to just do one really, really quick, terribly done top 5, because I kind of did want 10. So let's do some really fast, terribly made top 5. So top 5, I'm going to just do the first thing that comes to my mind. Top 5 ornaments on a Christmas tree. Top 5 ornaments. How do you spell ornaments? Ornaments on a Christmas tree. Okay, top 5 ornaments on a Christmas tree. Probably wrong. Here we go. How to do it. This will be very fast. Quickly just throw things in the chat. Top 5 ornaments on a Christmas tree. Probably wrong. Okay. Star. Bell. Popsicle stick sled. Yes. Good. I think that's correct. Okay, picture of someone they gave a free gave for free. I'm just gonna say a picture of a guy named Bob. Okay, hope you're okay with that one. Santa figure. Good. Okay, one more. Let's see if I can add one myself as well. I'm gonna go with tiny watermelon because that's been a continuous theme. Containing X. Okay, some good ideas here. So we finished our 10 lists now. Let's really quick go over our 10 lists and then we'll go over this one. So today we did 10 top 5 lists. We have top 5 Switch games I own. Top 1 was Breath of the Wild. We have top 5 Japanese words. Utsu is number 1, meaning depression. We have top 5 English words. Can't pronounce it anymore. I'm not going to try. Top 5 video games all time. Toe Jam and Earl, of course, is number 1. Top 5 Japanese food. Sukiyaki, of course, number 1. Top 5 objects roughly the size of a human head. Number 1 was, in fact, a human head. Atama in Japanese. Top 5 Japanese cities to visit. Number 1 was Aomori with that awesome hike that we saw. Top 5 Japanese dialects. Number 1 was Kansai-ben, Kansai dialect. Top 5 list. Number 1 was top 5 anime. Funny, we didn't actually do that top 5 list. Maybe some other day. And then top 5 ornaments on a Christmas tree. This is our last list. Let's go to our full view here. This one's for YouTube, if we ever make a YouTube video out of this, which we may not because this is kind of all over the place, but we'll see. Let's make this a bit more presentable for our full view here. Let's see. Let's move you down slightly. Okay. So, without further ado, the top 5 ornaments on a Christmas tree. Probably wrong, but maybe completely right. Number 1, star. Number 2, a bell. Number 3, popsicle stick sled. Number 4, a picture of a guy named Bob. Number 5, Santa figure. Number 6, a tiny watermelon containing question mark, question mark, question mark. Okay, I think we will end the stream there. So I will say, ja, mata ne. Thank you everyone who's taken us this far. The plan was to have a shorter stream today and just quick do some top 5 lists. It turned out not being that much shorter than usual. But in any case, it was a kind of weird stream today. Once in a while, it's fun to do something a bit different. I was thinking it'd be fun to do some short stream earlier rather than no stream. So that's why this top 5 stream existed. So Ms. Man says, hey, it was fun. Catch you next time. Ja! But today, next time, we'll most likely be learning Japanese from the first in the Mana series. So we'll see you next time for Seiken Densetsu. We'll learn some Japanese. I am a Japanese teacher, but also apparently a top 5 list maker along with everyone else here. So, ja! Mata ne. See you guys next time. I think I will host someone here. And then we will call it a day here on Japanese Quest. The adventure will continue next time. Otsukare. Ja! Mata ne. See you guys next time. Oh no, I have failed. I have failed to host. You have to do /host and then the name. Ja! Mata ne. We'll try hosting again. See you next time. Ouija. Good to see you. See you next time. The adventure will continue. But now I'm imagining what is inside that tiny watermelon. We will leave you with that thought. See you next time.